Hello, hello, hello. Is there anyone out there? Can you see us? If we're visible, just type hashtag LIVE below. I'm here with a very, 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 very special guest today. So let me just check we are live. Let's have a look. Okay. Brilliant. We are live. And if you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay below and let us know where are you dialing in from. So today I'm with a very special guest. Her name is Dr. Leena, and she has a background. I mean, you have a background in healing, health, and psychology. Tell us a little bit about that.
So I'm Dr. Leena Parekh, and
Mm.
I'm got a background with homeopathy. So I passed out in 2000. Since then, I've been practicing homeopathy diligently, and I love the way patients respond to homeopathy. I also did arts-based therapy because I believe that along with medicine, mental health is extremely important. And there are a lot of patterns we can't break by just talking or by just giving meds. So we need to do something beyond that. And since
Mm,
I love every form of art, arts-based therapy really called out to me. And it has
mm,
been a revelation for me. And then
mm,
came breakthrough coaching. So
mm,
I always wanted to do neurolinguistic programming
mm,
because I believed that the patterns in our brains can be changed. Like if I can program myself every single day saying I'm
mm,
not good enough, then I can actually program myself saying I'm the best version of myself. So,
mm,
I wanted that change for my clients. And that's the
mm,
reason I did BCNLP also. That's breakthrough coaching.
mm.
And that's what I'm a mother of a 17-year-old boy. And I'm still studying. I love to study and learn, and I love to dance. So
Mm.
that's about me.
Wow, beautifully shared. I really appreciate how you shared that. Thank you so much for doing that. I mean, the reason we're here today is to celebrate you. Like, as you shared, you wanted to do neuro-linguistic programming or NLP, and that's how we met, where you went on to become a breakthrough coach, an NLP practitioner, a hypno practitioner. And what was so palpable, when you attended training was the depth at which you do the work for yourself and for others. But more importantly, what really stood out was how you were willing to do the work on yourself. And I have a belief that, what is it? And I notice you call yourself a holistic health coach. And I love that, even though you are like a doctor because you've got the professional qualification as well. I love how you have so much humility as well in how you describe yourself, which is brilliant. One of the things I noticed, you're always willing to do the work on yourself. And in my observation, those therapists, coaches, and healers who are willing to raise their hand and say, look, I want to give it a go, I want to try, let me explore what I have, I notice they make the best coaches and therapists. And the reason I notice they make the best coaches and therapists is they're willing to sort of roll their sleeves up, get into it, get stuck in, and really get curious about what's working, what's not working. And it gives you so much credibility with the clients that you work with. And so for me, the way you showed up on breakthrough coaching and NLP practitioner and hypnosis was already a game changer. And you came with great inbuilt skill. You were already working with clients and you kept asking, how do I do more? How do I reach different people? How do I put myself out there? You were so willing to keep reaching for the stars in terms of what is it you wanted in your higher self. And then, as luck would have it, you ended up on group facilitator training, which was actually my honor and my privilege that you made it there, because you're not only great in terms of raising the hand and doing the work, you're also brilliant at supporting your peers. So I can only imagine how lucky your community of clients is how lucky they are to have you in their life.
Thank you.
Because the way I've seen you kind of G up your colleagues and come on, let's go, let's form a study buddy pod, let's revise. No, come on, let's do this. And you're such a go-getter in not a in your face kind of way, in a really kind of I want to make a difference kind of way, that your peers, they have so much respect for you, they're inspired by you. because you're all the time letting all of us, including me as the trainer, be the best version of myself. So you so deserve this qualification of breakthrough coach, facilitator, hypnosis facilitator, NLP facilitator, where now officially you can continue to live your vision, which maybe I'm stepping out of line here, but according to me, it's to get mental health on the agenda, get people to realize it's not a taboo, and for people to work in a holistic kind of way, you know, combining the gift of homeopathy. We already know homeopathy is brilliant and fantastic. And it's not as simple as going into a pharmacy and saying, I've got leg pain, give me a pill. This is not homeopathy. I mean, it's a detailed diagnosis first. And then the medication, like you can have different medication for different types of pain, depending on the underpinning root that is to do with that client situation or that patient. I think you call them a patient situation, their emotional temperament, how much gas they have in their body, you know, how much sort of spirit and rage they have in their body. And, you know, based on not just the emotional quotient, their background, their growth, you kind of decide not just one, you know, homeopathy is not a pill. Anyone watching this, homeopathy is not a pill. If you are with a doctor, homeopathy doctor, that's giving you a pill, you've got the wrong doctor. And if you're going to a pharmacist and saying, hey, you know, just give me, you know, of course, arnica and these things, we know these because these are household names. And they're great things to have at home, just like it's great to have rescue remedy. So please continue to have these first aid treatments at home. But if you want to resolve something at the root, you want to be able to work holistically, you know, then I recommend you go see a doctor like Dr. Leena, who is trained to work holistically. So already in homeopathy, that's brilliant. But then now can you imagine a patient comes to you and maybe they want to work on something on their health, you know, it could be anything, could be weight, could be PCOS, could be menopause, could be mental health, confidence, depression, anxiety, procrastination, could be anything. And so you're kind of doing your magic on the homeopathy side, but then in the consultation call, they share how they're just going through a divorce, or how they've been let go at their job, or how they're really challenged with their autistic child. And so the dots begin to connect for you as a holistic health coach, because whilst homeopathy is brilliant, it's not going to go into the psychology of the person and start the rewiring. Now, it's certainly going to change the biochemistry and the composition of what's going on internally to get them in the right direction. But at this point, someone like you needs to go in, notice what's happening for them, and then facilitate some kind of change where that past is in the past. They can come in the present, and then they can figure out how they want to move in the future, and then combine with art therapy as well, which is, you know, such a dynamic, you know, treatment and therapy, engaging the creative processes, the logical processes. Sometimes there can be somatic based, movement based work associated with it as well. I remember once someone was telling me that they were struggling with their self-esteem, so they got lots of pieces of paper, they put it on the ground, they got their husband to draw a picture of their body.
Body map.
Yeah, it was a body map.
Yes. Yeah. It helps. It's really crazy, but it helps.
I'm sure it does. So well done for accomplishing this huge achievement. And you know what I'm like with certification. People really have to put the work in, or you can't just print something out of print and go, oh, I'm not certified. So you really deserve it. You've put the hard work in. Well done. Congratulations. How are you feeling?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I just must thank you first, because I feel that I wouldn't have done this without you, because you're an amazing trainer. And your structure of teaching, your way of presenting the tools and everything, our regular practice, because practice makes a man perfect, right? And that's what neuroscience also says. Repetition, repetition, repetition. And that's what really, now the tools are imprinted in my brain. So I don't need to refer to them all the time. Yes, but I need to keep practicing them. So, this is because of the training. And when I joined BCNLP coaching, the practitioner one, I had come with only one goal. I want to find something that I can help my clients, but it helped me so much. It helped. I was somewhere, I realized I was doubting myself, and that became totally unshakable confidence. You know what I mean? I
Okay.
was like, okay, I became so strong with my confidence and I got so much clarity. And
Mm,
that's the reason I think I stepped into facilitator. If I
mm,
can do that with one-on-one, imagine the group getting benefited. And I
mm,
have so many plans to do with the groups. So that's
mm,
the reason I joined BCNLP Facilitator also, actually,
mm.
because I just want to spread the word.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I love that. And I love how humbly you've shared what you've got from it. And I think that's such an important point because I think every therapist, every human being, there are two personas going on. One is the one we show up for clients. And of course, we show up professionally and we only get the clients that we're ready to make a difference to. So undeniably, I know this to be true. And then, of course, we're all human, aren't we? We've got our own lives. We've got our wives, husbands, partners, boyfriends, non-boyfriends, whatever it is, kids, children, money, family, earn, bank accounts. And this, by its nature, is going to bring stuff up. And then so much of the health can also be out of control. A lot of it can be in control. But no one
Yeah.
can predict tomorrow if I'm going to lose a loved one. No one can predict if tomorrow something's going to happen with our mental health. And so that journey doesn't stop. That journey continues. And someone like you, that's a holistic health coach, what's great is you've got the tools. And so you can use the tools on yourself. So I really resonate with what you're sharing. Now, you predominantly came because you want to make a difference to your clients. Give us some examples of what your clients have got from these kind of coaching skills, these hypnosis skills, these NLP skills.
So, my very first client after I passed out, she had come with me with no confidence.
Ah,
Absolutely no confidence. She said she didn't have a job. There's so many things happening in her life. There were
mm,
relationships. So many things were happening. But when it
mm,
came a point where actually she, after 6 sessions, she didn't find a job, but she was so much more confident and accepting of herself that this
mm,
is my phase. It's going to happen. And
mhm,
she was happy. She came up with a lot of stuff in her childhood that came up, and she was healing. And the
mm,
words she only mentioned is like, at least I can accept myself the way I am. It's not
mm,
only about the job, it's not only about the money, it's about being myself and enjoy this particular phase also. And then
mm,
I've had many more clients. So majorly, a lot of them have come up with the fact that I can accept and value myself because
mm,
most of them don't love themselves because we always give priority to the others. There was another
mm,
one who was almost like, I don't want to live. I
mm,
just can't deal with it. There's so much happening. She also turned
mm,
around and said, okay, first I need to love myself. People call me selfish, but I
mm,
don't think I'm selfish. I'm just loving myself. So this
mm,
was what I really found change in a lot of my clients. And in fact, I found a lot of young adults benefiting a lot. So
mm,
similar patterns where they come with relationship issues or job issues. But in the end, they all found self-worth. They all found confidence to find themselves and becoming themselves and finding what they really want to be. So
mm,
that's a very big realization. Not like it hit me in my face. It's like everybody similarly said the same thing. So yeah,
mm,
they benefited because their old patterns broke. So one of
mm,
them actually came up and told me, this incident happened. It didn't
mm,
affect me emotionally. There was a whole pattern of a relationship. Saying this time I responded instead of reacted. So I stepped
mm,
back and said, okay, it's not me,
mm,
it's not
mm,
always me. And then she was like, okay, I didn't cry for the first time because of that scenario. So that was like
mm,
a big win for me because she knew how to handle it. So
mm,
yeah, these are the real good testimonials I've got in a way that it
mm.
actually makes me motivated to work more and
Yeah.
find work for more help for these people
Mm,
because I really feel like if we can bring their root and the foundation strong enough where they can handle the stress, the tools are provided to them on a daily basis where they can practice, they turn out
mm,
to be amazing in the future.
yeah.
So that's what I really wanted.
Yeah, that's a wonderful insight. And I loved how you shared that client case. That's really amazing. Now, with the sort of breakthrough coaching and NLP in mind and the facilitator skills, like you've learned from so many different trainers, you've got a lot of qualifications, and you've also learned to do group work. And you were doing group work even before I met. What specifically did you get from the training you attended with us, as far as sort of your group skills were concerned? Like what did you gain that made a difference to not just the group work with coaching, but all your group work?
So your training gave me a lot of structure with the flow. I mean, what I mean is that I know what to speak next. I need and also can be in flow. So basically, I never introduced myself in my previous work, in my previous work.
Mm.
But now I share my story. It is more relatable. So the structure and the format was so brilliant that I use it in all my group work now.
All your group work,
And
yeah.
the way I present, adding the humor, adding the engagement, adding the empowering, change of pace. I'm learning that, still I'm a work in progress. But the pace, how it needs to change with a different crowd, with the calibration, how the crowd is feeling, are they engaging, are they not engaging? Is there something I need to work on? Everything was taught in this to the T. Means I can't pinpoint one thing that was not taught. Means starting from how to get a group, how to engage them, how to give them the call to action, how to follow up with them. Everything was taught. It's like it was on a platter. So I can just replicate this in my regular group work, and do whatever modalities. But this was a learning. It made me so much more confident, actually. The practice you gave us with the group, with our buddies that we did, with the class practices that you gave. This, I'm telling you constantly, practice makes a man perfect, and actually has made me much better than what I was. So thank you. I mean, you were, I don't have enough words to say how amazing you are as a trainer, because I love the storytelling. I also learned a few things of how to narrate a way that it is not too large, not too boring, and also you can concise it, because earlier stories were always long and it had to be like constantly told and everything. But now I can concise it in 4 lines, which I could never do earlier, and I can still convey the message. So yeah, my marketing also is getting better. So
Marketing also, yeah. And I love your reels actually. What's your handle for those watching in so they can go and follow you?
my artisan
Instagram.
underscore eating and artisan.
Artisan_healing. Yeah. Feel free to write it in the comment as well, like on this particular thread on the Facebook Live.
Mhm.
And so those sort of, go ahead and follow, because, Dr. Leena's reels are really great. There's some of them are funny, entertaining, and some of them have some really good content and educational material as well. So it's really worth connecting with her on that. Now, which is one of the skills you want to share with all of us right now? Like, what would you like to, which skill did you like? Or you do want to do like hypnosis with everyone, or share a skill specifically with me and I'll be your student? What would you like?
So I basically want to share that before I joined the call, I was quite nervous. So I used a tool. So that's very, very, I use it quite often, called Triangle of Success. And because I calmed down, I was nervous and I calmed down. So imagine if we have a state where we can immediately change our state to something we want to, like somebody's really underconfident can become confident. Somebody's at peace can, actually calm down. Somebody's nervous can actually calm down. So I actually used this tool before I joined the call. So I would love to teach that if it's okay with you all.
Sure, yeah, let's do it.
Great. So what is that one emotion or one state you'd like to feel right now?
So right now, I would like to feel, well, because this is my last call of the day. And so after this call, I'll have my last meal of the day. Well, I've had my last meal, but like I get my protein shake and I'm done for the day because I do one meal a day. And so I like to feel sleepy so that when I finish this call, because I'm really working on getting like 9 to 12 hours sleep a night. Like this is like my big agenda for my health.
Mhm.
Is to sleep to
Yes,
sleep
sleep
for
is
a
the most
very long
essential. Yeah, that I agree with.
time.
So what I'm going to do is basically, I'm going to show it to you on a paper, but
Okay, yeah,
we'll just,
show it to me on paper. Yeah, okay.
so I'm going to draw a big triangle.
Mm.
Okay, can you see the triangle?
Yeah, it's a
Yes?
nice big triangle, yes.
Yes. On the peak, first peak, you're going to write body.
Okay. Okay.
Second one is words.
Okay, yeah. Okay, very
And
nice.
third one is focus.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Okay, nice.
So basically, what happens when we're really, suppose you're saying non-sleepy and you're full of energy, how does your body feel at that time?
Mm.
It feels like
Mm.
excited, you're breathing fast, and you don't want to really do things,
Yeah. Mm.
yeah, it's all like that, right?
Yeah.
Maybe your shoulders are up, everything is
Mm.
like that.
Mm.
So
Right.
first, to get sleepy, you need to be
Mm.
calm and relaxed. So first thing is bring your shoulders down,
Mm.
straighten your neck or relax your neck,
Mm.
go
Okay.
down your breathing. That's it. You're doing very well. You can shut your eyes, which you've already done.
If I start snoring, that means the live is finished, okay?
Okay.
Means it's
That's
been successful.
doing very well.
I was
Relax your
scared from
body.
because I was feeling so sleepy. I was like, this is really working. Might fall asleep sitting down, then she'll be left on the live call. So okay, like I'm back here.
Yeah. So just relax your body,
Mm.
calm your breath, relax your forehead,
Mm.
cheeks. Just relax every part of your body and let it go. Now, when you think about the words that you will tell yourself, I am calm and relaxed. I have done everything I needed to do in the day, and I can sleep peacefully.
Mm.
That's it. And the focus is only in the moment of going to sleep.
Mm.
Take a deep breath.
Mm.
You can wake up Rangana right now.
But I was very, very relaxed. That was so good,
Yeah.
because what happened to me, you were so great, you were brilliant. What happened to me when you said the word, so one of the words I say before I go to sleep, I always say, thank you, God, for the day. I'm really grateful. And I do like a review of the day of everything God helped me with. And then I thank all the people in my life. And so I just did that in terms of the words I say to myself. And then
Mm.
he said, what's your focus? And I just saw the image of my like pillow, like snuggled up here and snuggled up in my blanket over here. And I was like, I'm going to keep this as a recording. I found that really nice to remind myself. You're brilliant, really nice to remind myself to do the triangle of success before I go to sleep every single day. And then to maybe do a little hypnosis that you'll find you'll only be able to wake up when you've completed 12 hours of sleep. I think I'm going to hypnotize myself.
Yes, it's very important. Hypnosis has wonders too.
Thank you. That was lovely.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to do it.
Now, do you have any wisdom to share with all of us or learnings or, any kind of final closing remarks?
Yes. So I love this saying, this too shall pass. So
Nice.
that's what I really want to share because every moment comes and goes, be it good or bad, because this is a journey and it's always a work in progress. So no moment just stays there, it just moves on. So enjoy every moment. That's all I can say and learn from it because everything is there for a reason. And I strongly believe it. Today I'm here for a reason. I met you for a reason. I met Anita for a reason. So everything was for a reason.
Yeah.
And that's all I want to say. Just enjoy the process because it's not a one step leap and you'll be reaching the success. It's always a step by step progress. So
Yeah.
that's something I would love to share. And I think all the youngsters out there, or even our age people or young children, they all need to know this because we all expect so much out of them. And if you just tell them, take it slow, it'll be okay.
That's a good point. Oh, I love how you shared that so beautifully. Thank you so much for doing that. It means the world to me. Yeah, lovely. So those who joined us, I thank you with all my heart. Now you can feel Dr. Leena's energy. You can feel her passion, her commitment. Do you have a masterclass coming up that people can join? Or
Yes, mostly in October, last
yeah.
week. Yeah.
What topic do you want to do it on?
Find your inner calm.
Nice topic. And what's your vision in terms of how you want to spread this work? Like, who else do you want to spread it to?
So I am connecting with a lot of, my whole focus is about how we can help children, be it young children, young adults, teenagers, or even us being children,
Inner
to be
children, yeah.
inner children, right? So be able to find our own calm and peace, and to
Mm,
be to find our space in the world without really judging ourselves, or without reducing our self-worth or anything. So
mm,
my whole purpose is to work with a unit. So
mm,
I want to work with teachers, parents, children, and I want to spread the word. I'm already contacting schools. I'm doing a lot of individual work. So all kind of young adults, women, teacher, the children, teenagers, everybody who has a problem with self-doubt can come to me.
mm.
And I'm really working in a unit, because if we work as a unit, the society is going to be much better. Otherwise, we work on a child, but the parent is not worked on, or the teacher will not be able to understand what the child is going through. It's not going to work in tandem. So I
Mm.
really approaching everybody who can actually help the children in general.
Mm. That's a beautiful vision, Dr. Leena. And so if any of you would like to attend her October masterclass, just put OCT below for October, and Dr. Leena will be in direct touch with you to put you into her WhatsApp group. And you know the topic, I mean, it's so much deeper than inner calm. Of course, inner calm is what you're going to get as an outcome in the end. But what she's talking about is complete comfort with self. Oh, that's beautiful. From self-doubt to self-love. Really beautiful. What a lovely topic. And it's so needed for everyone. With all my heart, I thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being in all our lives. You are the gift in our lives. And I wish you so much success and abundance. And let us know how it goes. Please let us know how it goes. Send us pictures, tag us on social media. I'd love to stay in touch. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for this. And I'm so grateful to you, Dr. Rangana, and all my love to you for giving this gift to me in my life. I mean, I can only vouch for BCNLP with all my hands up, legs up, everything, saying this is the best thing that I think if we can give even 2, 3 tools to every individual in this world, it'll be amazing.
Well,
Just
let's
beautiful.
do that. Let's do that, Dr. Leena, you and me. Why don't we do that? Why don't we make something, 2, 3 tools, give it to every human being they can access in a click of a hat?
Absolutely. It would be a pleasure to do that.
Let's
Thank you
do
so
it.
much.
Thank you. Those who
Thank
joined
you so
today.
much. Thank you,
Take
everybody, for joining us. Thank you.
care. Bye.